Have you ever tried to change your thoughts, your choices, your feelings, your actions, but somehow you find yourself back in the same thinking pattern, feeling pattern, choosing pattern, and acting pattern? There's a reason for this. So in the last transmission, I talked about how our physical life is not random, how we are creating our physical life even if we don't know. Because the way we think, feel, and act is the cause of the effect that we are having in our physical world. Without thinking and feeling and acting a certain way, there won't be a physical experience. That's why we are creating the experience. So our physical life is a result, an effect, not the cause. We are the cause. We cannot change our life before we change. If we want something to change in our lives, we have to change first. No forcing the outside world, it changes on its own as a reflection of who we are being. So the next logical fundamental question is, how can we change then? Or, why is change so hard? Which is why I began with that question. Why is it so hard to change? The reason is this. Our brain and body is like a record player. They like playing old songs. They love familiar songs. So the thoughts you've been thinking, the choices you've been having, the emotions you've been feeling, and the actions you've been demonstrating are now automatic programs in your body. So whenever you try to do something new, it instantly feels uncomfortable, even unsafe, because you're moving out of the known into an unknown. This is how your body interprets it. This is not you failing. This is just your old wiring running on autopilot. Because to the brain and body, familiar, not necessarily good, means safe. But the unfamiliar, the unknown, even if it's the best option for you, feels very uncomfortable, unsafe, even dangerous. Which is why this is not just about positive thinking. This is mostly about breaking your addiction to your old self. But this is where change or creation starts to become interesting. Because the moment you become aware that your brain and body is slipping back into the old pattern, into your old self, you stop being that person instantly. Just like when you remember, oh, I said I wasn't going to do this thing. That awareness alone stops you, stops the program instantly. This is the reason why awareness or consciousness is where creation begins. You immediately stop being the passenger. You slip into the driver's seat. That means you take your power back. Now, if you stop this process a number of times, you are teaching your brain and body a different way to live. In other words, you are installing a new program in your brain, in your body. By repetition, it will replace the old one. Now, you are creating a new self. You are changing. You don't need to fight the old pattern. You just need to create a new one and repeat it until it replaces the old one. Forget about the physical experience. It will adjust to your new self on its own. You just have to focus on this reality in here. Forget about the outer reality. It's a creation. Focus on this one. It's the creator. Does that make sense? Therefore, start by thinking one new thought, and that thought will lead to one new choice, and that new choice will lead to one new action. And then watch your experience give you a feedback, because it must. Once you change, your life will change. So, don't fight your old story. Just write a new one. Don't fight your old life. Live a new one. This is how to break the cycle. And do this consistently. And choose this new thought and new choice and new action consistently, because consistency is what rewires your brain and body. If you do it over and over again, it will replace the old program. Now you have a new program. Once this program begins to run, your physical reality will reflect it. Now I have to warn you though, because this creative process of changing from your old self to your new self is easier said than done. If it was easy, change wouldn't be so difficult. Everyone will be doing it. If you need help creating a certain desire in your life, manifesting something new, or changing, just reach out to me in the comments or in my inbox and I'll help you. So watch this video again, understand it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Share it with someone who might need it and prepare for the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.